Hey YouTube, how's it going? Chris Cornaris here, the cryptocurrent team, bringing you another episode of Crypto Decrypted. And today we're finishing off the part of the series that was covering consensus mechanisms for blockchain protocols and applications.
Crypto Decrypted.
All right, now before we dive in today, I do want to remind y'all that if this is your first time coming to the channel, how about you go down below and hit that subscribe button and maybe ring that bell so that way you get notified whenever we have new content coming out. And of course, if you do enjoy today's content, how about you do us another favor and leave a like on the video. Without further ado, let's dive right on in and cover the rest of consensus as well as some of the more popular alternatives to proof of work and proof of stake. Now, first things first, I do want to give y'all a quick recap on what consensus actually is. Simply put, blockchain network participants all verify transactions separately. So, because it's decentralized, all of these participants must agree on how to verify them. This entire process is called consensus. And as another quick reminder, proof of work was the first and most popular consensus mechanism because it was popularized, with the advent of Bitcoin, and then Litecoin also used it. And as a quick reminder on that, essentially proof of work asks network participants to solve an arbitrary mathematical puzzle, with the reward being more coins from that blockchain protocol. And of course, I couldn't give you a recap on proof of work and consensus without also reminding you about proof of stake. So, proof of stake asks network participants to place their coins in a locked account with the promise of receiving future rewards. And the more coins you lock in, the higher the chance that you are selected to be the validator and therefore receive more coins as a reward for successful validation. And if done correctly, this is how coins from a proof of stake blockchain network are forged as opposed to being mined. And proof of stake is most well known for being kind of the launching pad that Ethereum 2 is going to launch on, as well as other Ethereum competitors like Tezos, for example, runs on proof of stake. But now let's talk about some of the other most popular kinds of consensus mechanisms. Up first, let's talk about proof of capacity. So, proof of capacity allows for the sharing of memory space amongst all the nodes of a blockchain network. The more space available, the more rights that particular participant or node is granted. And this is most well known for being used by Signum, which was formerly Burst Coin. Up next, we have proof of burn. And just like it sounds, the entire concept behind proof of burn is actually burning some tokens away. Proof of burn asks network participants to send their coins to an inaccessible wallet, effectively burning those coins out of existence, thereby reducing the overall liquid supply on the market of a given coin. And this is most well known for being used by Slimcoin. And then finally, we have proof of history. Now, proof of history is, well, time-based, exactly like you would think it would be. And what proof of history does is it records all the transactions on a blockchain network in chronological order, thereby successfully verifying transactions while also using less energy for verification. And if you remember back to our proof of work video, some consensus mechanisms can actually consume a lot of energy. Now, proof of history doesn't consume a lot, and it's actually very well known for being developed by Solana or the Solana Foundation. That's going to wrap everything up today, guys. Let me just give you a quick rundown of what we covered. So, consensus is actually what makes blockchain networks function as they are expected to, because it gives all network participants the framework for how different transactions should be verified. And while there are many different kinds, like we talked about proof of work, proof of stake, proof of capacity, proof of history, they all essentially try to achieve the same goal, which is finding a way for all these different participants in a decentralized network to come to an agreement on which transactions are valid and which should be rejected. But that's going to wrap everything up for consensus, guys. I hope these 3 videos were helpful. And if you have any questions, as always, please go to the comments section and let me know. I read all of the comments. And until next Thursday, guys, I'm Chris Cornaros, and I hope y'all stay